Good afternoon, one and all present here. On the behalf of Computer Engineering Department of Cummins College of Engineering, Dr. B.P. Joshi, Principal of Cummins College, our today's chief guest, Mr. Hemant Ambaselkar Sir, LMC member of Maharshi Karvestri Shikshan Sanstha, Nagpur Prakalpa, Mr. Bhagwan Komadi Sir, eminent speaker and participant. I, Professor Sharayu Devte, welcomes you all for the valedictory program of 6 days STTP on Comprehensive Future in Artificial Intelligence. Now, I would like to call Professor Sakshi Kamankar Madam, convener of this STTP, to brief about the event that we have conducted over the last 6 days from 22nd June to 27 June. Over to Sakshi Madam. Sakshi Madam, please.
Thank you, ma'am. In last 2 months, when we proposed this idea in front of our respected principal sir, and he said, go ahead. This single word gives us so much positive energy. And after that, we decided to work on this. A very good afternoon to all. I, Professor Sakshi Kamankar, convener of this STTP, welcome you all. In today's need, we decided now on which topic we have to conduct the STTP. Then we decided the artificial intelligence, which is the need of this today's generation. So we focus on this topic and we decided our title, that's Comprehensive Future in AI. In this STTP, our main objective is to come up with new features of artificial intelligence. In this 6 days program, on our very first day, we had Dr. Prabhat Ranjan, who is inaugurated our function, and he's the Vice Chancellor of D.Y. Patil International University, who focuses on augmented reality, virtual reality technology, AI application, and neuromorphic computing. In the second session, the keynote given by the Mr. Rizwan Ahmad, who is the Chief Technological Officer, who shared his view on extreme automation connectivity, how the impact of internet in 2020, where only AI has the power to analyze the data to grant challenges and problems which are guiding our future. On the second day, first session, we had with us Dr. Dhotre, who is Associate Professor at SSGMC College, Shegaon, who deliver his session on how data is being generated fast and what is the need for it to process should be fast. On big data analysis, also he has taken hands-on on the classification by taking the example of linear expression in MATLAB. On the second day itself, in second session, we have Mr. Amit Andri, who is a Chief Executive Officer, Vinci, USA, who focus on machine learning and machine learning pipeline with programs to set the rules in machine learning approach, training algorithms, features and weights which are used for the algorithm. And he also provides the information about the Amazon Sales Maker. On third day, the full day and the fourth day of the first session was delivered by Dr. Pooja Jain Ma'am, who was the head of the department CSE at IIIT Nagpur. She has a very vast experience in the field of AI, who has taken divining into the machine learning, where she has also taken hands-on on linear regression by setting example of COVID cases. Also, she explored the topic on data exploration, types of variable and clustering method. On the fourth day, the second half, we had Mr. Sharangdhar Sharma sir, who is a senior technological programmer manager in Akamai Technology, Bangalore. We focus on industrial approach of AI like AI research outlook, frontier of AI, challenges in AI, broadcast. He also explained various examples of AI like Facebook Live, Twitter, and many more. And on fifth and sixth day, we are having a great personality with us right now also. Mr. Bhagwan sir is a director of product engineering at Value Momentum. Also, he's a TEDx speaker. So he has explored on the generous topic of AI, like types of AI, then Google Lens system example, information about new platforms like Dialogflow, Daywatt for creativity in AI, then E-mean algorithm and types of machine learning with different examples in detail. And lastly, he has seen the so many examples, applications, techniques, and many more in detailing about the AI. We hope this 6-day STTP would help participants expand their knowledge in the field of artificial intelligence. Thank you all for your actively participation in this STTP. Hope your support will be same in the coming future also. Thank you. Now I say, now I request Devti ma'am, please proceed further.
Thank you, Sakshi madam. Now it's time to take feedback from the participant. I would like to call Professor Deepali Bhende, one of the participants of this STTP, to say something about the STTP. Over to Deepali Bhende, madam. Deepali Bhende, madam.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I'm Deepali Bhende, and I'm here to express my views about the overall session of the STTP. I'm happy to see that all the sessions are very much informative, and surely it is upgradation of our knowledge regarding the various aspects of the artificial intelligence. Also, I would like to thank the organizing committee of the Women's College of Engineering Nagpur for the smooth conduction of the STTP and their efforts they have taken regarding taking the feedback or to start and end the session on the regular timing. And most important, they provide us the recordings of the session, which will be very much important for the participants. With these words, I would like to conclude myself. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, ma'am.
Now I would like to second participant, that Professor Paresh Lohar sir, to share his view.
Hi, good evening all. Thanks for Cummins College for arranging such an informative session. This is the second STTP course which happened, which I have attended. Earlier it was, one I attended was from Maulana Azad National Technical Institute, Bhopal, about the cyber security current trends and the future prospectus. What I learned from these 6 day sessions is we as a working professionals cannot find separate time to enroll such courses and get understand in deep dive. Whereas this 6 day session has taken right from the introduction to the practical usage of the AI and ML and solved us our queries taking the real life examples. So that really helped us to understand what this the new technology is all about, and this really helps us to we can, using this six days knowledge, we can enhance our further learnings into the machine learning and AI. Thanks once again, Cummins College. Thanks. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now I would call the Goldie ma'am to share her view about the STTP.
Good afternoon, all of you. Respected guests, sir, Bhagwan sir, convener madam, and all dear faculties. I am Goldie Jarvis, a PhD researcher from VIT Bhopal. First of all, thank you so much for giving me opportunity to say some few words about the 6 days STTP. I must congratulate all of you for organizing such informative and wonderful STTP. The topic which had been selected for this STTP was really one of the first domain. We can say not area, it's a domain which all of us are what we can say starving, because we can have number of resources, for example YouTube, Google, we can Google the things, but we didn't get such deep knowledge which we got from this STTP. Really, it's a very wonderful session, a very wonderful STTP. So once again, I thanks to all of you and congratulate to all the one who is directly or indirectly involved in this STTP. Thank you so much. This is from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to welcome Bhagwan Komedi sir. Here, Bhagwan Komedi sir, is with us from the yesterday, and he has taken 2 to 3 sessions on AI and its application on the cyber security and so many real industry applications that will help to students and PhD research to make their research in the trusted area. So it's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Bhagwan Komedi sir, Director of Product Engineering and Value Momentum. He is also TEDx speaker, member Harvard Business Review Advisory Council, Hyderabad. Bhagwan sir has founded Quantica Computica, the first quantum computing startup in India. He has about 20 years of experience in product and IT service companies. He has completed his master in aerospace engineering in 1995 and bachelor in aerospace engineering 1993. Currently working on the developing no-code platform for AI ML application and healthcare insurance applications, and so many apps he has today discussed with the participant too. Experience in working with the various machine learning and NLP framework. He has also experience and work experience involved in envisioning a new blockchain implementation which can connect to different blockchains and have a ledger which consists of transactions spanning across the different blockchain ledgers. He has implemented ML models and solutions using PyCaret. He has also completed his book, that is the Quantum Computing Solution, recently, and here we are going to launch these books. Here we are launching this book in our valedictory session. So I request all of you to join book launching ceremony with us. So Bhagwan sir, we are going to launch your book here.
Yeah, thank you very much. Just 2 or 3 sentences about the book. So when I started learning about quantum computing, I was searching for various books and I could not find a book which does not, which talks about real life problems, right? Most of the time you see quantum mechanics, principles, quantum computing, algorithms, right? And physics and mathematics related to it. Very rarely I saw a book where there were real life problems discussed. So that's the reason I saw an opportunity and in writing a book where focusing just on solving real world problems. How do you use quantum computing? Right? And if you see, yesterday we went through, there are a lot of parallels where we looked at classic AI and we looked at quantum AI on how to apply them for real world problems like traffic management, portfolio management, stocks trading, right? And various others like traffic and planning for city planning and a couple of other areas, and distribution, right? And sales forecasting. These are some of the areas where I focused on. So that's the context between the book. I hope you all like it. I shared the ebook also. I'll reshare it if you're all interested.
Thank you, sir. Definitely it will very helpful to our students for their project as well as for their future studies. So thank you very much, sir.
Sir, hearty congratulations on the launch of your book. It's really thoughtful of you to write a book on solving the real world problems using quantum computing. So nice of you. We'll definitely buy this book for our library, and I would suggest that students should really use it, and faculty should give some assignments from this. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Definitely, sir. So now we will proceed to our next session. That is our chief guest. It's a time to welcome our chief guest. Welcome Mr. Hemant Ambaselkar, sir, member of MKSSS Nagpur Prakalpa. Mr. Hemant Ambaselkar, sir, his education is, he has completed his BE degree from VNIT in 1979. He has completed his post-graduation, that is ME, in biogas run engine and governing system in 2004. He has owner of the patent, that is the innovative governing system for IC gas engine. He also has so many recognition from different bodies, that is the past president of the Butibori Manufacturing Association. He is National Council member of Institute of Valuers. He is founder secretary Federation of Industry Vidarbha, board member of Governing Council of Yashwantrao Chauhan Mukta Vidyapit Maharashtra. He has actively participated in and participating continuously. He has doing so many social projects, including Indo-Canada
Voice is lost.
Yes, sir. Indo-Canada Center of Excellence. Next. So, I would like to call Mr. Hemant Ambaselkar, sir. Please guide us, sir. Over to Mr. Hemant, sir. Hemant, sir.
Okay, thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
I heard there is about 7 prominent teachers who have guided all the participants, and the number of participants was more than 100, who are mostly comprised of teachers, professors, assistant professors in various institutes across the country. Today, yesterday, I heard Dr. Prabhat Ranjan, the most prominent person in this artificial intelligence, and Vice Chancellor of Dr. D.Y. Patil International Institute. So we had very good faculties for this program, and this program should be promoted in future also. For the society as such, for our Sanstha, such programs would add cap to our credentials. We had Rizwan Ahmed, Dr. Dhotre, Mr. Amit Andre, Dr. Pooja Jain, Dr. Sharangdar Sharma, and recently Bhagwan Komadi sir, who has wrote a book, Quantum Computing Quantum Computing Solutions. All these are new terms to us, although because we have passed through such a generation where artificial intelligence was not a buzzword, although we have heard weak artificial intelligence wherein the sensors were weak sensors like motion sensors. There are no cameras as such to give feedback to the input solutions, but CNC is, of course, that time we have learned. Now these terms are replaced with a general AI and a strong AI systems, and the machine learning wherein the supervised learning, reinforcement learning, and unsupervised learning, and all these high technology terms have been developed because of the sensors and the capability of the sensors, which can give input to the systems and improve upon its own function. The manufacturing robots, self-driving cars, smart assistants, these are some of the words which have come across through artificial intelligence books, which are now improving our quality of life. Basically, healthcare, insurance, it requires a good amount of artificial intelligence to settle good information and settle good practices for the customers as such. And nowadays, these cluster programs because I belong to the sector which is a manufacturing sector or a small and micro scale of enterprises, wherein government is interested in giving a cluster approach. This cluster approach is a huge setup wherein this artificial intelligence and machine learning can be set up through consultants, but such consultants are not available. So these participants can help us in giving good consultative knowledge on the setup of a cluster for the micro and small enterprises, wherein they can use this facility to improve upon their product, and the products can be of the world standard. So I feel such programs would definitely help to produce consultants from amongst the participants, and they can make a presentation to the MSME DI development institutes all over the country. The ministers are also open for such discussions, and they can participate as a consultant, external consultant to the clusters. The clusters are being formed throughout the country. Even in central India, we have 2 such large clusters wherein these people are required. So such programs produces such people, knowledgeable people with this technology of artificial intelligence and machine learning, which is a new technology and new term for the manufacturers. These terms are being introduced after the digital sensors and digitization of entire system. So naturally, this will help the manufacturing sector of our country, and we can produce world-class products. So thank you all, and thank you particularly Dr. Joshi sir, having involved me in as a chief guest. Although this subject is not, I'm a mechanical engineer, and this subject was never taught to us in the college. But nowadays we have to get updated, and this will definitely help through me to various entrepreneurs to bring in such consultants into manufacturing sector. Thank you all.
I would like to notice that Ambassador sir has established 2 industries and running those industries in profit for last 25 years, even in this pandemic situation. So how it is possible, sir? Please share your experiences here with our participant and our faculty members, that in this pandemic situation, how it is possible to run these 2 industries in profit.
See, my personal experience is slightly different than the others maybe. I do believe in the plumber attitude, like you become a plumber, not a bucket carrier. You know, if I am a specialist, super specialist doctor, I can earn huge amount, but when I carry a operation, then only I earn. But if I manage a hospital, then I earn little amount from every doctor, and all the doctors work for me. So that is a plumber attitude. When you become a plumber, you gather so many activities around you, and every activity gives you certain profit, certain amount to sustain, which can be replowed into your business. So this plumber attitude, I feel, is very helpful in such pandemic situation, wherein one business may suffer. Many businesses, many entrepreneurs have suffered hugely because they depend upon the one inputs. Like for example, there was a huge oxygen gas shortage, and those entrepreneurs depending upon the supply of oxygen, they all perished because they did not get the raw material for last 6 months. So such thing happens if you depend only on one, that is a bucket carrier sort of attitude. So my success, I would say, whatever, it depends upon your attitude. If you become a plumber, you develop so many enterprises, so many activities together, and even if one closes down, second closes down, you sustain with the support of a third one.
Sir, that's why government of Maharashtra in 1997 has awarded you, sir, as the best SSI unit for your first generation entrepreneur award. So,
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your knowledge and sharing your experiences here with our participant as well as faculty members and students too, so that out of the students, so many students are doing ED cell activity, and they are going to in their future become entrepreneur too. So it will very helpful for them as a guidance from your side. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now I would like to introduce our principal, sir, This is Dr. Bharat Bhushan Joshi, sir. He has completed his BE honor in Electrical and Electronics Engineering from BITS Pilani. He has completed his post-graduation, that is ME in Guided Missiles, doctorate in MEMS Technology from the University of Pune. He has completed his diploma in business management and diploma in German language from University of Pune. He also has completed Master of Management Science degree in finance. He has total of 35 years in designing and development of mechatronic system for the armaments and weapon system and has 10 years of experience in academics. He has worked as a scientist and group director at Armament Research and Development Establishment, DRDO, Ministry of Defense. He has designed and developed various armament systems which now are in production. He has also worked as a consultant on operation, production, system design, and strategic business development for defense industry and defense PSUs. He has more than 44 publications in various national and international conferences and journals and has published 3 books. Sir has awarded commendation.
I can cut it short.
Yes, sir.
These are not difficult.
Sir, 2-3 awards only here, not more than that. Sir has awarded certificate of contribution towards the IGMDP, that is the Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. Best Young Scientist for year 1997. His outstanding contribution in the field of safety and mechanism for missile warheads. Best Principal Allard Group of Institute in 2010. IIT Fighter Pilot Tanmay Singh Dhandas Memorial Award for year 2012. Rotary Award for Social Services. And in Sir's presence, college also has received the Best College Award from Times Business, from Now Bharat Education Award, Times Business Award for the Cummins College of Engineering in 2019. The recognitions, that is the Sir are currently working as a member management committee for the MKSSS 2021 to 25. Honorable Secretary during, he has worked as Honorable Secretary during 2012 to 14 at IETE Group Center, Vice Chairman during 2014 to 16 at IETE Nagpur Center, Chairman during the 2018 and 20 IETE Nagpur Center. Again, he has a member of IEEE Nagpur Center, Vice President of Maharashtra Test Council of CEGR, member of BOS Electronics and Communication, RTMNU. He has ad hoc member, BOS member for the Robotics and Industrial Engineering on, for RTMNU. Chairman ad hoc BOS for the Skill Development Program, which is a newly invented skill development program through in RTMNU. Member of Incubation Center in RTMNU and member of various committee. He has worked as a various committee members on the RTMNU like LEC and other various committees.
Please cut it short. I think
Yes,
much
sir.
of
Sir has so
is not
many professional membership, that is the IIT, IEEE, Vigyan Bharati, and so many that Institute of Smart Structure. And so now I would like to call Professor B.P. Joshi, that is to share and to guide us about the STTP as well as other guidance for our participant and students. So over to Principal Sir, Dr. Bharat Bhushan Joshi Sir.
Thank you, Professor Sharayu Devte ma'am. for that very long introduction. It was not called, so we could have cut it short. Anyway, respected Chief Guest, Sri Hemanji Ambasalkar, the guest of honor, Mr. Bhagwan Komadi sir, the convener of this particular STTP, Professor Sakshi Khamankar, and co-convener Prasanna Lohe sir, other faculty of Cummins, and the participants. A very good afternoon to all of you. It is really a pleasure for me to see that such a nice STTP was conducted by our people and benefiting so many of the people all over India. When people approached me with this kind of topic, I said, yes, we should do it, and we should also try to target all the kinds of faculty, not only that the AIML should not be restricted only to computer engineering or computer science people, but also to the people from the stream of electronics telecommunication. And that was because, electronics and telecommunication these days, ETC is the only branch which is actually growing. But the other branches, only electronics, they are suffering a little bit, and the faculty are becoming redundant. So it is necessary that they should upgrade themselves with the knowledge of the latest emerging technologies. And that's why this particular topic was chosen. I'm really overwhelmed that my organizing team has found out such good faculty for this particular program. All of them were so engrossed in their work which they have done, and they have shared their knowledge, such as Dhotre sir, then Pooja Jain madam, and many others, even Bhagwan Komadi, who is coming from industry side. So it was a well amalgamated kind of a faculty which is coming from both academia and industry, and trying to give you the hands-on knowledge for AI and ML. Well, now with this course, you must understand what is exactly the difference between AI and ML. So I need not repeat on that. But AI is not a very standalone kind of thing. It is connected with so many other fields. For example, just to talk about defense area, there now the AI is being used extensively. For example, previously, soldier was just a person, who would have a machine gun with him, and he would go and capture the area. And, on that machine gun also, or that particular gun also, he used to have one kind of a very sharp tool at the end of it, so that in case he runs out of the ammunition, he can use that to even kill the enemy last resort. But now the things have changed because the services, they believe that ultimately it is the soldier, the army person who is actually going and capturing the area and taking over the area of the enemy. And the scenario has changed. The way the fighting is done, it has changed. Like previously, we used to have wars, where people used to fight with each other, even with certain small ammunitions also. But now the things have become, the small ammunitions is the part of the soldier as a system. And in that soldier as a system, a lot of AI is also being employed. Because when you consider soldier as a system, soldier is well equipped with not only a very modern kind of a small arm or a machine gun with him, but it is a machine gun which should work only with his trigger. It is only trigger of coming from his own hand. That is having a biometric sensor, so that even if it falls into somebody else's hand, it will never work. Then the machine gun has got so many sensors to find out, calculate the distance from the target, and take the action or to have the proper action taken by to kill the particular enemy person. Apart from this, soldier is equipped with so many equipment for communication and a lot of sensors on his body. And these sensors, they are working all throughout to note the exact health of the particular soldier. So monitoring all the vital components such as BP and all those things. And then also giving back the information to the head office or the back office, where, if somebody gets injured and his BP starts going low or something like that, but he is alive, so he can be saved, and that information can save the life, because that information is being transmitted back. And with all these things, so many sensors coming in, obviously the AI has to be employed in the control center, because the data from thousands of thousands of soldiers would be coming in, and then trying to find out exactly what is going wrong with whom, or what is happening correct at which location. We have to use the techniques of AI, ML, and deep learning, and so many things. So, this is just an example I gave because I happen to be from DRDO, but otherwise in all the fields, let it be agriculture, let it be environmental engineering, let it be biotechnology, everywhere nowadays AI and ML is being used. And I really congratulate all the participants who joined for all the 6 days, took their tests also, and completed this particular course. And this is definitely going to pay them in long term, because these are the futuristic technologies which are probably going to maybe replacing so many of us. Because other day, I was just seeing one of the videos where even the newsreader is being replaced by the lip sync movement of a robot, and the news is being told or being just voiced through this robotic news reader. So news reader also is becoming redundant like that. A day will happen when the teacher also becomes redundant. So, but that day is still not so near, and it is we teachers who should see to it that we remain in the loop. So I congratulate all of you for learning this new emerging technology. And I also congratulate my team for meticulously working not only for this 6 days, but also for almost over a month in planning, organizing, and then executing it in this last 6 days. They have really taken good amount of pains to make this particular thing successful. And with this note, I would like to just say that whatever recordings we have done for all the presentations, please put them onto the YouTube so that they are available for anybody and everybody, so that it can be used. This becomes a e-resource for everybody, so that anybody, even if he or she has missed any of the lectures, can again go through that and learn whatever he needs. So please complete that as a part of the proceedings, complete the make a complete good, nice report of this. And I wish success for any such futuristic activities for this. And I once again thank our chief guest, Hemant Ambasalkar sir, for joining in this valedictory. So nice of you, sir, for sparing your valuable time with us and also sharing your ideas with us. And also with Bhagwan Komadi, sir. Once again, congratulations to you for bringing out such a nice book. We will definitely have the copies of that book in our library. Thank you, everybody, and all the best to all the participants for their future endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Your words are always encourage us. Now, I would like to call Sakshi Madam to give some instruction regarding the certificate to all the participants. Over to Sakshi Madam.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Principal Sir. We already uploaded videos on YouTube. Only yesterday's and today's work is remaining. That will be uploaded soon. The instruction for participants that within a week you will get your certification on your respective mail IDs individually. Thank you.
Now it's time for vote of thanks. It's a great honor and privilege to me to propose the vote of thanks on this occasion. First of all, I thank our today's chief guest, Mr. Hemant Ambaselkar sir, LMC member of MKSSS Nagpur Prakalpa, to grace this event. I also express heartfelt thanks to Mr. Bhagwan sir for sharing his experience and knowledge from yesterday to our participants. I also grateful to our principal sir who guided us for every phase of this event. I thank to all the teaching and non-teaching staff and participants who make this event successful. I thank you once again to all the participants for their attention. Thank you and take care. Have a great day. Thank you very much. Thank you all.